Yesterday I was reading my notes about the year of the rat. You know, some notes that I took at the beginning of the year in February. And now that we are like kind of in the half time of this cycle, I find interesting to check those notes in order to perceive how this year have been feeling, you know. I know it has been hard for everybody. We all have been shaken by the unexpected changes in every certain way, and I was trying to connect in a certain way the events that we perceive, you know, this year with perhaps the medicine of the rat, of the mouse, because in my books there are not, like, you know, in the spiritual animal quest, there are not rats in my books, there are mouse, and the behavior is pretty similar. So again, it is important to observe the behavior of of the energies, you know, the natural forces. This year is connected with the energy of this creature. I have it here, the mouse or the rat. And you know, what is very interesting, there are many things that are interesting, but to me, one thing that captured my attention was this very highly developed sense of danger that this animal possess. You know, the mouse, once that is food for many animals in the jungle or in its natural environment, it has many predators, you know. There are birds, and there are snakes, there are cats that have, you know, the possibility to feed themselves from it. So the fear is something that I find interesting, because the behavior has been pretty much connected with fear this year. So it is a very obsessive, you know, sensation that creates anxiety. We perceive fear in every corner this year, and perhaps it is connected. It can be a clue that it is the medicine of the mouse, you know, the energy that we supposed to experience this year in order to heal or understand something more, is associated with fear. It is also associated with the forgive. You know, the mouse pay lots of attention to the details, but sometimes its perspective becomes pretty much like, let's say, the details and the obsession, you know, to separate something, you know, to decompose something in as many pieces as possible, you know, tiny, tiny pieces. This is like an obsessive behavior. And sometimes this is also that we are also perceiving this year, you know, in the collective behavior. We forget sometimes the higher spectrum, and we forget that there are also stars, that there are also galaxies. And sometimes we feel very, very, very much in the depth, and we forget sometimes the higher perspectives, you know. This is something important to also pay attention to, make questions, you know, to integrate the polarization of our opinions in a third one or a fourth one, because again, there are many pieces that probably are not seen from our perspective, you know, that is limited by these tiny, tiny eyes in the rat. So I don't know what else to add, you know, this is just for fun, to find clues in order to interact with the events that we experience. But I wanted to share it with you because I find it very interesting. And also, you know, just to close this association, I want to place the last one, which is Lord Ganesh, which its vehicle of the energy that is the remover of all the obstacles is a mouse or a rat. So this is interesting because it is the vehicle of an elephant. A tiny creature carries and drives this very, very limitless force. So observe what's your relationship with the medicine. How much do you feel yourself like resonating with these fears, with this anxiety, or of these tiny eyes, you know, that only can see one portion of the truth, and maybe we are missing the big picture, the whole spectrum, and the collective wisdom, you know, that finally it's what connects us all. I wish you a beautiful day. I hope you enjoy this video. I enjoy a lot doing it. So let's be in touch. From my heart to yours. Namaste. I love you.